Hello everyone, Scottish Lad here and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel. And in today's review, because the video today is a review, I'm going to be reviewing a set of the Target V-Stream V3s and 23 gram. So let's crack on with it. We've got a nice close-up look to the Target Carerra V-Stream V3. Been out for a couple of years now, but smashing looking dart and they are sensational to throw. As I said, manufactured by Target. As you can see with the Target logo in there if it wants to focus up. Target logo in there anyway, I'll show you when it focuses up. A nice level of grip and that blue titanium nitride coating. Comes supplied with a nickel silver point, which is optimal for a point change if you ask me. Target Pro Grip stems in short length. Obviously you can get the Pro Grip stems in many different lengths. And these Carerra V-Stream flights. I'd also recommend maybe get a kite flight rather than standard if you're a kite thrower, that is. As I said, the brand is Target, as you can see with the Target logo in there, and obviously the setup and everything's Target. They're 90% tungsten. The ones I'm reviewing are 23 gram. They're also available in 21 and 25 gram. There is no soft tip, unfortunately. Target have missed a beat there because I'm pretty sure a lot of the soft tip people would really enjoy these darts. Now the price at most retailers is around that £83 to £84 mark. But if you go to the Target website right now, you'll get these darts for a whopping, if you're in the UK this is, £58.77, and that includes free tracked postage because obviously with Target, any order over £50 gets free DPD tracked postage. So that is a great deal if you ask me for a set of stunning looking darts like this. The grip is unique in itself at the rear. As you can see, it's just a standard twin ring with that blue titanium nitride inlay. There's the Target logo in there as I was talking about. At the front, if you're a front gripper, you've got a phenomenal grip there. That V-Stream cut, as Target calls it, as you can see, it's a kind of V-cut. Lateral groove up the middle, all the way round. The closest you'll actually get to the Elysian freeze, unless you actually own the Elysian freeze. Now, the length from here, where the point meets the barrel, to here, where the stem meets the barrel, is 50mm, and the width at the widest point, so kind of here, is 7.2, and at the taper at the rear, because there is a slight taper at the rear, it goes from kind of 7mm here, all the way down to 6.2 around this area here. Now the grip's a level 3.5 on a scale of 1 to 5 in my opinion, but just look at that dart, it is sexy as hell. So I've given you all the necessary information on the Target Carerra V-Stream V3s. Let's get them over to the board and we'll see how we got on with them. Right, into the throwing section with the Target Carerra V3s and 23 gram. Obviously, as I said, in the close-up section, also available in 21 and 25 gram steel tip. No soft tip whatsoever, so I suppose it's just unlucky for you soft tip users if you like this dart and the way it looks. It's front loaded, so it is obviously like a Tennis Priestley dart, for example. It is slightly front loaded, and that's purely down to the wider front compared to the rear. Tapers at the rear to that 6.2 is where I throw, so it's an ideal kind of width for me at that 6.2. The supplied setup, as you can see, that's what I'm throwing with at the moment. Fly not bad with it. The only exception is the points. I will have to change the points because the points do tend to slip out quite easily, and that is even with them scuffed up. I've probably not done a good enough job scuffing them up, but nonetheless, the balance point, as I said, it's slightly front weighted. Even with the supplied setup, you can balance it out by using, say, a shorter stem or a longer stem, etc. usually, but for what I paid is £58.77 rather than the retail price of £84. You can get them on Target's sale section on their website for that at the moment. But cracking darts. Now, I did change to my kite setup to throw for the kites because that's what I've been using recently as my match. I have been using kite flights. Now with that, it definitely helps the front weighted side of it. That makes them kind of land tail up rather than flat, which is also what some people prefer. I do quite like a quite high tail because that opens up the bed for me to get more in there. Well, that's what I try to do anyway. Half the time it doesn't work, but balance with the kites, obviously it kind of throws it off a little bit, but still fly really nicely. I thought they fly better than my match darts, but I'm just more consistent with my match darts, hence why I'll be sticking to my Air Force Ones. But if you like the look of these Target Carerra V3s, get yourselves over at the Target website, grab a bargain, because I've no idea how long they're going to stay there, especially at that £58.77 with free tracked delivery in the UK by DPD, so you can't really fault it. But let me know what you think of these in the comments section. I really like them, and of course that blue is just my colour, but I'll just let you know what I thought of them. Let's go and get wrapped up. There we go guys, that was my review of the Target V-Stream V3 and 23 gram. Cracking dart, I have to say. I don't usually say that with Target darts that are usually as expensive as this, but they are really nice darts, lovely to chuck. The price, when I got, well, for the price I got them, was an absolute bargain for them, I'd say, because it's just under 60 quid, and that's kind of running about what you're paying for a half decent set of darts these days. The silver points definitely need changed. I've got a set of 36 diamond points in there that I'm going to throw on them, so I'll put a picture in the community section after the release of this review, and I'll let you see what that's like. But the balance point, obviously it's slightly front weighted, so buyers beware if you're going for the V3, these are slightly front weighted. There's also a straight barreled version and another version that looks also slightly front loaded, but the grip, definitely with 3.5. New front grippers are going to have a field day with this, because the grip for the front grippers is that V-cut, which is very similar to the Elysian freeze. This is Target's cheaper alternative to the Elysian freeze, I'd say. Very nice. But the only obviously preference thing for me, which is obviously everybody's personal preference, is those points. One, they're far too short for the dart in my opinion, and two, they just really slip out the board. Even though I've got a Blade 6 triple core, and other points that I've used that are silver have barely slipped out. With these, and there's a couple other sets I've reviewed recently, the silvers just slip out, so it could just be they need to get some black points in there. Like I always say, manufacturers should just use standard black points. It saves us a lot of hassle, and it also saves us a bit of money on all buying new points. But let me know what you thought of the Target Carerra V3 review in the comments section down below. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on the road to 2k, but I'll kind of go closer to that. We're on the road to 1,500 subscribers, currently at 1,047. So 53 away. It'd be great if we could get there by middle of February, let's just say. But as I say, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Stay safe out there, and of course, with everything going on in the world, keep on that.